Hello everyone, so let's take a quick look at the UI of UiPath. This is the page which is shown to you when you first start the UiPath, which gives you options to create projects, which might be a process or a library. And then you can create things from template. UiPath has given some templates for that. So it can be a transactional process, it can be an agent process improvement, it can be a robotic enterprise framework. These are advanced concepts and we'll take a look at them in advanced videos. Also, you can see a list of all the projects that you might have opened lately in the recent section. Here you have some options to uh, start, team, tools, settings, and help. So if you go to team, you can see an option to connect UiPath with SVN or TFS uh, projects. In the tools section, you see options of Chrome extension, Firefox extension, Java extension. In the settings area, you see an option to change the language and the theme as well. Theme is a new area which has come to UiPath. You have two themes now, dark theme and a normal theme. A dark theme will change your look and feel of UiPath to a dark area. We'll see that in a while. Then there is a help which can take you to community forum or give you some videos, take you to RP Academy. Also takes you which type of license you have. Okay, mine is a community edition, so it says community edition exe installer. Let's go back to UiPath video. I'll click on start process, and then we create a process, say test one. It's loading the dependencies. When it's ready, we will be presented with the UiPath. Now, we already saw the start section. Now let's look at design. Here we see options to create 4 different workflows. Can be sequence, flowchart, state machine, or global handler. Save gives you an option to save the workflows that you might be working on. Save as template is when you want to save something and use that as a template later. You can use this option. Run, as you know, run is for running the workflow. Shortcut is F5. There are 3 options of cut, copy, paste. Same like Windows, Control C, Control V. Then we have manage packages, which you can use to install all the packages that UiPath might need or has or you want to install. Recording is to go to all the 4 recording modes that UiPath offers. Screen scraping is also one area which we'll see in, when we come to data scraping part or screen scraping part. Similar is data scraping, which is used when we want to extract some structured data from a web page. User events is when you want to add some events in the workflow which are user driven, like mouse click, mouse hover, and all those activities. Then UI Explorer is one feature from UiPath which lets you figure out the UI hierarchy or the object hierarchy of an application or a web page, and then lets you choose right selectors. Now this may seem new to you right now, but eventually you will come to it. Then you have option to remove unused variables, export to Excel, which can export your workflow to an Excel file. Publish, when you can publish your workflow to a local machine or to orchestrator. So that was the top ribbon. In the execute, we have very fairly limited options to run, stop, debug. Debug will do stepwise execution and give you a detailed log. Then step into and step over when you want to run your workflow step by step. Validate when you want to check the workflow for sanity. Breakpoint when you want to put a breakpoint on a specific step, so execution will be halted when it reaches there. Slow speed means you want to slow the speed of execution. You can go up to 1/4 the speed. And then options to highlight elements when the activity is executing. Okay. Here in the bottom we have project area, where you could see the path of your project, the hierarchy of your project. Activities is the main area where you can search for activities and add activities. So this is the area which you'll be using the most. You can search something and it gives you right results. Then we have some snippets here which are like inbuilt methods given by UiPath that you can easily use in your workflow, or you can just use these for a reference point. Okay, this area, the main area, this is the workflow area where you drag and drop activities and create your workflow. Right side is properties area where you can see the property of the item that is select in this workflow area. At the bottom we have one more section, it says outline. So as in when you add activities, it can show a tree type structure of all the activities and workflows and their connections. Uh, then we have variables where you would see all the variables that are declared. We have arguments which are again similar to variables but used when exchanging data between workflows. And then we have imports for all the namespaces that you have in your activity. Last option is output here, which gives like in console output when you run some activity in UiPath. So yeah, that was a basic introduction of all the UiPath UI elements. Thank you.